Homeground Heroes is back, and this year I've got a new recruit.
Kia ora touch whānau, it's time to nominate the unsung volunteers who put the mahi in for the sport we love.
Enter them now for the chance to win $5,000 for their touch community.
Kia ora touch whānau, welcome to Quick Hit, your short, sharp and touch relevant warm-up, with the aim of warming up and moving those important body parts before kicking into activity. The Quick Hit warm-up requires minimal space, minimal time and allows for innovation.
Kia ora and welcome to the 2024 Bunnings Warehouse Masters National Championship held in Palmerston North at the beautiful Ongi Park. You've joined us for the fifth of our live stream finals, the second to last on day 3 of this tournament, and this final is our 40 men's grade. The two teams who have been successful in getting to this point of the tournament is the Waikato and Canterbury men's 40s. Joining me in commentary is Rod Walker. Rod, really looking forward to this one. Just before I get your thoughts on who you think or how you think this game's going to go, if we just look at the journeys both these teams have had, Waikato being undefeated, only the one draw on day 1. Both teams having had 8 games prior to get here and a really dominant semi-final performance over Counties Manukau 7-2. And then we look at Canterbury. Only the one loss in their 8 games, and it was actually against Waikato 8-7. Now again, this is a trend we've talked about in the previous finals. So your thoughts on how you think this one might go?
Yep, I think it's as usual, and as you should expect in these finals, it's going to be tight. I was over watching that game, previous game, Waikato Canterbury, and you know, Waikato, I guess, lucky there to come away with that. When I say lucky, they managed to run the clock out. Both teams kind of deserving there. But one thing I did notice from both teams in that game is just the physicality that presented itself, and the refs are really, really going to have to be on their game here. Both teams really do play physically when they're out there, so it should be a very interesting game, and especially with Canterbury, Maya, just the weaponry that they've got across the park.
Yeah, for sure, and they've had a couple of players stand out over the first 2 days, just resting them, guiding them through. Scotty Grant, an exceptional player, one of those players. But before we talk a little bit more about this game, I just want to talk about one of the really cool initiatives that Touch New Zealand have going, IPIR, which is Igniting Potential in Rangatahi. Now, I was talking to one of the key figures in implementing this program, in Sandy Hackett, and she's just talking about what it is. And it's 140 rangatahi from Kaitaia all the way down to Invercargill that have engaged with Touch New Zealand in terms of building life skills, and not only that, but changing their environments. And so when we think about Touch New Zealand and what they do, often it's around delivering these incredible tournaments. But this program, in conjunction with ACC, in conjunction with Te Puna Kokiri, is helping these young people get things like their license, get like Real Me accounts, setting them up with a few of the skills and assets they need as they go on into the future. And there's a lot of opportunities for these young tāne, these young wahine, in terms of coming along and volunteering, in terms of like here, the Bunnings activations part that we have at this tournament, Rod. So what an initiative. It was really exciting. I met one of the young men who's involved in this earlier, who was awarding Hawke's Bay Women's 27's team with the team of the tournament. Just such a humble young man, and I could see how much he enjoyed being here. So just great work to the partners that have partnered with TNZ, but to Touch New Zealand for going out and really genuinely impacting communities throughout this country. Just a real big mihi to Touch New Zealand. Anyway, back to this match. We have the 40 men's. Waikato Canterbury, we see here the team list for Waikato. Jason Dick, again, another great export from the mighty Pairo, Thames Valley, but BD Shepherd, Gavin Downs, key player. We keep going through Kane Day, Daniel Moore. Solid team here for Waikato, Rod, but up against the juggernaut, which is Canterbury.
Yep, absolutely. And One thing good to see for Waikato here, I had a chance to just get across and catch up with the coaches for this Waikato men's team, and it's just how great it is to see Opens players, touchbacks players, Shannon Tormuri and E4 Jones here, coaching these teams. And I did ask them, what's it like being younger coaches with older charges, and they said, they're very fortunate in that the team has no egos, and across the board, everyone, sees himself as equal, so nobody stands out. And the one big plus that they have is that everybody plays for one another, and I guess that's what's led them to this time now. And I guess if they can, this is what we'll see and carry them through and get over on this one. And if I have to pick at this stage, which I don't usually do, probably the kin is probably on Waikato for me at this stage.
Well, I'm not sure what you had in the break between games, but if we just look at the past results, Canterbury have won this national championship 5 of the last 7 competitions that we have had, so dominant favourites heading into this, even though Waikato got up against them. It's great to see you jump off the fence, Waikato. Rod's right behind you. However, Canterbury tap us off. Brendan Stewart gets us going in the second to last, our 5th live stream final in this men's 40s grade.
Seebeck faking the sweep. Nice play.
Instantly we see a change just in terms of the intensity of the start from Canterbury. In our previous finals, they seem to sort of try and find their rhythm, but Canterbury straight into it. Look at all the different pitches they're throwing at this Waikato defence. Players coming from every angle. Seebeck with his speed. Easy touchdown for the number 1.
Yep, great start from Canterbury there. Just what they were hoping for and what they need to get them off to a wonderful start. There's a nice little show and drop. Waikato just making their intentions known, that they intend to make Canterbury work for any prize they may be going for. But Canterbury very good defensively, as all Canterbury teams are. Looking for a follow.
Great follow there. Referee says you may have made the touch, but ball down first. As we see, Grant Robertson not too impressed. I thought we're going back for a touch and pass there. Not too impressed with the referee's decision, but good work there from Shepherd and Johnny Wilson. 2 sets, 2 touchdowns. This is more what we're after, Rod.
Absolutely. And we'll see 5 as we see Seebeck come on. So let's just look for him to do something. Waikato's going to have to be on their game defensively and make sure that they don't disconnect at all. Nice lift by Waikato here. They just need to get up. Just not quick enough for the refs' expectations.
Talking about the refs, Gerald Jones, Mario Ropatini and Sonia Wirihana Tawaki are our 3 refs for this game. Sonia out in the middle on your pitching out. Seebeck now looks long. Great manipulation there from the Canterbury team to have all the Waikato players almost 15 to 20 metres out on that sideline, Rod.
Yep, as we see them just push there, I don't think there was a need for the Waikato player to actually make that touch, and probably should have just held a little bit, but because he made it, the rest of the defensive line had to collapse in.
3 sets, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and they found the long.
Beattie comes back door, looks back to the middle. Short ball now Downs. He looks for his pass long. Steps on the outside of the winger. Can he recover? No, he can't. Great work there from the Waikato winger. Good honesty from the number 6. We see there the number 9 from Waikato. Downs off his right. Beautiful right to left. Gets it out to Kane Day. Knew his winger, defensive winger was coming across, just stepped back. Great touchdown. 4 sets, 4 touchdowns.
Yep, just as I talk up the defensive efforts of both sides, it's just a try-fest, which probably shows that the defensive efforts at this stage aren't quite there, as they feel one another out and they try and cover a lot of this attack.
Both teams just hit the ground running. There is no working their way into it here. The attack's been phenomenal. Waikato just getting making the adjustments they need, as Seebeck has killed them on this left-hand side so far. Great to see Naser Silbury out there. Robertson just takes a kill in that corner, making Waikato now having to work across field to their sub-box. Wilson.
Nice, patient. No errors, certainly what they need. Errors now could be detrimental. Nice pace as we get onto that one there.
Yep, easy call. I'm sure they know each other. Johnny Blaze.
Nice lift from Moike there. It's going nice and direct. Put the pressure on the defensive line. Ask questions of the referee and managing to get the recount. Downs giving the orders, getting everyone around. Gone to the quickie. Looking long. Oh, not quite. Looking for the OI. Wasn't quite there.
That's really good recovery from the number 6, Mark Elliott. He would have been 15 metres infield. He had to turn. Yeah, just unnecessary, I think. They had Canterbury, 2 touches with many of their players in front of the ball, and they've just released all the pressure there, Waikato.
Yep. And as you're talking about the wingers there, Maya, it's just the difficulty of finding a good wing around at the moment. It's it is real difficult. The ability to read and get out and do all these things that are expected of them. It's when you do find a good one. Oh.
That's the second time Downs has done that. It'd be interesting to see if referee Ropatini, just unnecessary, putting a lot of pressure on his team now. They're going to be down 5, hard enough defending this Canterbury team with 6 players, let alone 5. It'd be interesting to see what the scoreline is by the time Gavin Downs is able to return and join his team.
Canterbury just giving themselves a bit of space now. They'll be well aware that there's one short. All they need to do is just look for where the holes are. It looks like they found one early. Brennan Stewart early in the count. So Robertson gets the ball across. Seabit, he'll be dangerous. Looking for an M out. He's going to go the open side. Looking for a nice little pocket over the top. Simple plan. Done well.
Yeah, too easy. I mean, the Waikato defence tried as hard as they could, but against the quality of this attack, just everyone running, perfect lines, perfect holes, easy numbers out on this right-hand side for Canterbury. 3-2. That's the first of 4 sets, right, as you spoke about earlier. Downs will be in the sin bin for 4 sets.
Mohirua with the footwork there. Having 5, but interesting just to see how, if any, they adjust their attack to suit. Looking for the inside ball, wasn't quite there.
Good job there from Waikato though. Almost created numbers. Would have been interesting to see what happened if they got a phase down there. Shepherd now goes back to his left. Oh, that's what do we call?
I think it was down. It was down for mine.
That is great work from this 5, particularly Shepherd, to be able to get his team across the line. We see here 5 on 6, 5 attackers v 6 defenders, and ball down by the number 14, Nathan Wooland.
Yep, certainly no reason 5-6 why they should have been tight on that one there, but they were Canterbury and they've been caught out. Waikato needing to work hard there. Just try and tick this one away without letting one through. Good work. Canterbury looking for the phase. They're staying up. They're gone. Can he get him? They can. They've just eaten up another transition. One more closer to getting their full complement of 6 back.
I wonder why the unnecessary hot potato there from Canterbury. Just a simple quickie down one side, step back, and you'd have instant numbers, I imagine, Rod?
It's always a difficult thing in terms of, when you go down numbers like this, sometimes players can get just a little bit too excited and panic, and there's certainly no reason for it, especially when it calls for calm minds. And usually, as you say, just the quickie and get the everything to collapse in will work for you.
On the defensively, what is the change-up you need to make when you're now 5v6?
Oh, you just need to make sure that you stay connected and no one lift out of line, which is what the attackers are looking for. So if you can stay as flat as you can and actually win every ruck, and try and take some momentum out of any ruck that happens to come your way.
This will be the last set before Gavin Downs is able to rejoin his team, and Waikato can get the full complement back to 6. Doesn't look like it's going to hurt them on the scoreboard as we see TK Moke. Huge pass, great recovery from number 6. Won't hurt them on the scoreboard. It may hurt them in their legs a little bit, but emotionally they'd be really buoyed by being able to hold Canterbury out, and not only that, but get one themselves.
Absolutely. They've done well given their numbers. And here it is. They're back to a full complement now. So hopefully Downs learned his lesson from that. Waikato need to be full complement in order to take and challenge this Canterbury squad. So we see Silbury on, Robertson on, Johnny Blaze on the ball. Wrap by Silbury, just trying to get into it and drop. Robertson just trying to punch a hole. He's through, looking for the long.
Pass not forward. Got the all clear. Referee Jones puts it down, and we just see here, unfortunately, middle defender from Waikato being beaten. Probably looked like he was thinking there might be a backdoor cut. Just probably needed to stick with job 1.
Great hands there by Gemmell. But Silbury and Robertson, just a double hit to keep that flow going and open up the Waikato defence.
2 very good wingers here for Canterbury. Just going back to great wingers. Whenever I hear that term used, I just straight away think of Michael Kavanagh, the best I ever got to ref. Ooh. Be interesting to see if this Waikato link on the left-hand side can just head infield and try and hold this number 6 for Canterbury out on the wing, creating more space.
I think he's holding wide, looking for that chop line there, Maya. And have a sneaking suspicion that they're hoping they can run a bit of a sinker on him.
You're definitely going to have to unpack that one for me.
Oh, just, if they can get the middle to collapse in, then they can be a lot more patient and just float the ball just over the top and allow that link to chop in hard.
Yeah, definitely not an in the ruck. That one for me didn't stop any dummy half from being able to pick the ball up. However, is what it is. Canterbury now with a fresh set.
Definitely a tight game here, as you would expect from both of these teams. Nobody given any quarter. Stewart being patient as we see Seabeck as usual around. It seems to be a bit of a common play with, especially this 40 Canterbury men's team. Most times you see the sweeper go wide and around. This team seems to send their sweeper in between the planter and the dummy, which is a little bit different from the way most people play it, but it's been very effective for them through this tournament.
Third touch, Waikato. Oh, great yards there from Hugh. Unfortunately, couldn't get the ball down. We see Moke, 4th touch, 2 to go. Interesting combination in the middle here, Moke and Dick.
Yeah, I think they're looking for that long pass, and there he is again, delivering it. I think that's the reason they've got him there and on that side, the right to left. So hopefully, for Canterbury's sake, that they've identified that when he's on. This right side wing can actually loosen up a little bit, knowing that it's coming.
Here we see Scotty Grant just releasing the ball back to the middle. Oh,
I think that's the first error.
Yeah.
My true error that I've seen from Canterbury.
Seabeck and Silbury, yeah, you just looked at step up in this grade. when Seebeck's got the ball, the gas in the pass. Strong roll ball. Oh, initially I thought the referee was going to blow something there.
Yeah, it was close. Waikato need to pick up the pace now as they drag Robertson open. Can he get inside him? Releasing.
What a day this number 6 for Canterbury has got ahead of him, Mark Elliott. He's obviously having to do the whole half. Not only is he having to shut in on these hard chopping links, but then he's having to turn around and chase out. So whether they come first or second, he'll definitely deserve his Powerade after this.
He's working hard. So I think Waikato have been very effective just in terms of turning Canterbury out. They just haven't been able to hit that link line, which I think is the one they actually want to get. Let's see if they can work early in the count. Quickie, they're always going to go there. Bit of a conditioner.
Yeah, that link line was on that right-hand side.
Yeah, but it's been there a couple of times, so whether they can get it again.
Oh, that's something here. Oh, and we seem to have had a little bit more advice. No, just the ball being thrown away. I'm not sure what their first penalty was for, though. Key set here for both teams. 14 seconds to go. Waikato will not want to let one in. 3-4 is probably a fair reflection. One down, definitely something you can get back. Much easier than 2. Canterbury, though, it's probably the last drive. See Seebeck now with the ball. Canterbury working. Yeah, again, just not smart from Waikato giving those 2 penalties away. Gave Canterbury a leg up, told them to come down the field, and then we just talked about Seebeck with his pace. Beautiful pass. Tough work for the 14 from Waikato. As we see Canterbury take a 4-2 lead into the halftime break of this our 5th live stream game, men's 40s finals between Waikato and Canterbury.
We're real team members, so you get real savings. No celebrities here, just the lowest prices.
Ask the team about our Ryobi electric screwdriver, only $63. Come in and grab this Dulux interior paint at amazing $116.94. And we've got Yates Weed and Feed, just $27.94 each.
Where you find a competitor's lower price on the same stocked item, we'll beat it by 15%. Cut! I've always wanted to do that. Bunnings Warehouse. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
Homeground Heroes is back, and this year I've got a new recruit.
Kia ora touch whānau, it's time to nominate the unsung volunteers who put the mahi in for the sport we love.
Enter them now for the chance to win $5,000 for their touch community.
Welcome back to this, the 5th of our live stream finals here on day 3 of the Bunnings Warehouse 2024 Masters National Championships. This one being played between Canterbury and Waikato. I think I might have said 4-2 as we closed that first half. It was actually 5-3. I'm not sure, Rob, that 2 touchdowns difference there has been in this game. However, I just think Waikato a couple of times have put themselves, almost unforced errors where they've put themselves under pressure they didn't need to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the sending off or the tee certainly wasn't needed, and obviously Canterbury got one for that. But Canterbury actually playing smart attack, and for mine, in terms of Canterbury, Seebeck's doing an awesome job at the moment. Just his speed and that pass, basically running right on Waikato. Just in terms of Waikato, I think there's value. They've been trying to find that link chop line. I think there's value in it. So it'll be interesting to see what the young boys, the young coaches, Tōmuru and Jones, have to offer And that's one of their plays there, just a nice little follow. So
for me, Gavin Downs hasn't had his hand on the ball enough. For me, he's the most dynamic attacker in this grade. As we see him here, what has he got to offer? Just really, really exceptional attacking player. I had the privilege of calling a few finals that he's been in, and he's been definitely the dominant ball player. So I'd like to see him get his hands on the ball a little bit more.
Yep, Canterbury doing what they do best, just grinding up through the middle of the park, doing the work that needs to be done. As we see Birch on the ball now. Oh, referee's missed that one. It's the fifth. Seebeck's there. It's long.
Oh, he deserves one. If anyone deserves one, it's the number 6, Mark Elliott. He saved about 20 by himself, and he gets a beautiful touchdown there. The first for Canterbury. Just see a beautiful pass coming from Seebeck. He's the one who's absolutely destroying this Waikato defence, but Elliott just held his lane perfectly. Great catch, great put down. Canterbury now 6-3.
Yep, just a little bit unfortunate there for Waikato. I think there's a forward pass earlier in that wasn't picked up, but you take your chances, you make what you will out of it. Waikato needing to work really hard now, try and make sure that they stay in touch here.
See Dick with the ball, just getting Mookie involved. TK now has the quickie, he'll look long. Nice shut down there from Silbury. Now he's up.
Yep, obviously Canterbury have identified that. And with Mookie, can he get around, tiptoeing down the sideline? Twinkle toes.
Just nonchalant down the sideline.
There was nothing much really on there. Mookie just let it go. And the winger, number 9, Kane Day, managing to get outside his man and to stay in at the same time. Well done to him. Just when Waikato needed one, they've managed to pull one back.
Yep, absolutely. Needed that touchdown. You see Wilson, solid defender, working hard in conjunction with Cottrell. Beck now, Seebeck. Yeah, I'm sure Waikato will know they need to wise up on Seebeck.
Yep, he'll release again, will Seebeck.
He just seems to have it at his whim, doesn't he? Does Seebeck?
Well, he prepares himself and he gets into position nice and early, which gives him a decent time to have a look at what it is he needs to do. Long out, can the winger out in? Good coverage there by Waikato.
Yeah, great work by Day, the number 9, I'm pretty sure. Kane Day, good defence. Got away from one there, pretty lethal group on for Canterbury then. Beatty takes a second. Wilson now. Waikato will get across to their sub-box. We see Shepherd come on. Instrumental in setting up a number of Waikato's 4 touchdowns.
Little fly plays. We see them just go on the outside, show and go. Ooh, not quite the release that should have been given there.
Didn't realise Day was down there. They actually had a 3-on-1 overlap.
Pumped the other side, got on the outside of him. No, touch made. Very good reach there by Grant Robertson.
Best hit for Waikato Rod. Very intent and everything they did really fast. Always hate when we see this. And just for those non-regular touch viewers, you'll see the time keep ticking down. We don't have extra time in these games with these finals being back to back to back on our live stream. Play just continues. So I'm sure the right appropriate care will be taken. Looks like number 1, Rod. Grant Robertson.
Grant Robertson. Just in a bit of trouble there. Not wanting to go off, but medical taking him off the back. But you're right, Mauri. Waikato just a nice little fly play there just to get on the outside and try and run the gas as we see the game recommence.
And now we see them with a bit of a wave. It's good to see lifting that intensity, Waikato. Still 10 minutes to go in the second half. 5th of our live stream finals, men's 40s grade. Last touch now, nothing on for. Need to come up together, do Waikato. Yeah, great work there. That's 2 good sets in a row. First on attack, now on deep.
Yeah, absolutely. Great work to keep them, just on the other side of the halfway line by Waikato. This is what they need. Just need to be steady, error-free, get down the other end of the park and give themselves a chance.
Great ruck.
As you see Moike come back on again.
You're going to expect... Oh, you could see the frustration there. Knew what he wanted to do. You know, when he's on, he can pass either side no matter what part of the field he's in. But Silbury, Seebeck, Waikato going to need to do well. Stewart. Oh, what do we have there? What are penalties, Rod, do you think?
There's certainly, in compared to the other games that we've had today, this one here certainly has had a lot more penalties. For whatever reason, I can't quite put my finger on it at this stage.
Guy Marshall, number 10 for Waikato. Says not in my house. See Dick making that touch. Scotty Grant looking wrong. Good catch. Do you know if the number 6 for Canterbury's in a New Zealand Masters team?
I couldn't tell you. What I do know is he's working hard.
Seebeck, all the options available. Great shot there by Day. He's been working hard too.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark Elliott and Day certainly got their work cut out for them in that wing position at the moment.
Good yards from Waikato.
Clock ticking over to 8 minutes.
Downs on the field. Get someone to set up for him. No, he himself's going in. Quickie from Wilson. Looks to go to the right side. Beautiful pass. Oh, just had to juggle the ball too long.
Mark Elliott, how's that for cover?
That's the 6th touch, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Mark Elliott, I would say take your hat off, but he doesn't have a hat on. He's sensational. I've never seen a winger dominate or influence the score so much. He's got to at least save 6 touchdowns.
Nice work by Silbury. Just picking off another 5 metres. Just trying to get through as they steady the ship, allowing their players to come back on, looking at what they're going to do. Incorrect subbing, possibly. Forward pass.
Forward pass, I think. Again, a lot of penalties you could say are quite obvious to this game. It's just, yeah, because the game's been played in great spirit, really, really fast, intent.
Certainly interesting in this set. We see Moike heading to the left side as opposed to the right. Changing. Oof. Possibly the idea, Moike with his height, maybe they're sending him to the left into the link area to try and take that one out of the air. It didn't quite come off.
As a winger, do you coach your wingers to adjust in terms of if the play is far on the right-hand side that they can creep in a little bit?
Absolutely. I mean, if there's no threat on one side, then you do close it in. Canterbury just coming up with just a few errors now.
Just look at Day. He's sucking in the big ones. He's played the whole game. I think he's coming off for his first sub.
He certainly deserves his bonus, that's for sure.
Totally. We see Waikato just coming across to their box, wasting that touch. Getting subs on.
Waikato's outsides, left outsides. They're just looking at the situation, seeing where the spread is. As we see Downs come back in again. Look to him to play directly back into the middle. As we see Pam trying to get around the outside, didn't come. Downs releasing. Can they finish that?
See, that's what he needs to focus on, is doing what he is the man at, and that is setting up those beautiful touchdowns. As we see Jason Dick go in for the 5th for Waikato.
Yeah, nice little setup there for Waikato. Just a Pam getting the sweep around, faking it, giving Downs a lot more time.
That roll ball was 15 metres in from that left-hand side, and he's thrown that to Jason Dick, the number 2. Who we've seen playing in the middle a lot in that first half, now out on the wing.
5 to go, 1 deficit Waikato.
Look, I'm not... You know it's a good pass when you can get outside Mark Elliott.
Yep, he was probably fooled a little bit by just how far across the field that was. As we see Seabeck get around, gone long, in the lane, picked that one out nicely, 0 count. Very good work by the winger there.
Just a steady ruck out here from Beattie and Wilson. Now Shepherd rolling into the middle.
The energy, intensity is picked up.
TK probably not the one. Oh, 4th touch. Okay.
Looking for the drop. He's going to release. Absolutely going to release. Can he get there? What a pass. What a pass. We knew it was coming. He's delivered. The mailman.
TK Muke, I'm not sure, but I think that was a buy 6, get 1 free set there, Rod. Doesn't matter. The touchdown's been awarded. TK, look at the guns on him. Great pass, right to left. Out to his winger, I'm sure. Kane Day's going, hey, what's going on? I have 1 sub. And finally you put 1 on the platter. He won't mind those. 6-all now. Waikato Canterbury. Waikato scored the last 3.
Yep.
Good deep.
Waikato wisened up to that little inside play that Canterbury are running. Looking for the long. It's going to go over the top. Winger getting there. Very good work.
The 2 exceptional wingers. Not sure what that was about anyway. Back into it. Downs taking the 3rd touch. Good listening there by Nathan Silbury, just called out from the referee. Shepherd, 4th touch, 2 to go. Wilson out, setting up for Shepherd. Which way does he go? Goes short side, he's in now. Now Waikato just need to get free. Oh, couldn't get free. Good defense here. Again, Mark Elliott, that's the 8th touchdown he saved just then.
Yeah, very good work by Elliott. But equally, nice set and drop by Waikato, allowing them to get in the middle and just run in the back there. Unfortunately, couldn't find his attacker, put that down.
Potentially a hold, I'm not sure. Haven't seen the penalty yet, but we've just lost 30 seconds of this game. Waikato now, everyone's had a rest. We should be ready to go for this last 2 minutes, Rod. 6-all in the men's 40s.
Waikato spreading, Link steps up. They're going to run the quickie on that one. Wasn't quite there. Reset
no,
again.
Don't call it, yeah, good. Downs now. He's the man at this end. Moke, look to a quickie, doesn't give it. Oh, and finally.
That is the play that they have been searching for the entire game. Finally, it's worked for them.
Real momentum shift there from Waikato. 4 of the last touchdowns at one stage. 6-3. We just see Moike split left, goes across his face to the link, chopping and acres of space. Waikato 7-6 up against Canterbury.
1:30 on the clock.
No doubt we'll have Seabeck coming around the backdoor play.
Waikato working really, really hard on the defence here. Lifting line. Stewart finding his hole.
Big set of the game here, Rod.
Lucky hand of Guy Marshall there. Puts it out. Down to 1 minute now. They'll be very well aware of where the clock is. Seabeck on the ball.
Drop-off committee on the edge of their seats. Seabeck loops around as he's been doing all game. Goes back to side he come. Equal to it so far. 50 seconds, 7-6, Waikato. We can hear the box here, Rod. The Waikato box really lifted. Oh, I don't want to call the early crow, but there's probably only enough time for this last set.
Don't do it, Maya. Do not put the mocker on it. This has been an awesome game. You see Marshall bringing it through. Being very careful about what they do now. 24 seconds on the clock. Just taking their time. Waikato need to be careful. They still need to get through this set in a timely fashion so they don't give Canterbury too much of an opportunity to come back. As we see the pick going short, not quite there. This is it for Canterbury.
One touch. That's, and the whistle. A penalty. The show's not over. One touch. Oh, Waikato, this is the defensive set of your life. We see a back door. There's going to be another one. Yeah, and great work there. Waikato, the comeback in the second half, down 6-3. 7-6 over Canterbury. As I said, 5 times champions in the last 7 years. Rod, just summarise that one for us.
Oh, all I can say, Maya, is it's just a wonderful, wonderful exhibition of touch by both teams. Waikato to come back from that deficit and pick themselves up off the mat and come back. Congratulations to them, champions for 2024. And, you know, just kudos to the 2 young coaches, Ifo Jones, Shannon Tormuri, guiding their charges around the park. Well done to them. Unfortunately for Canterbury, commiserations, they couldn't quite make it there on the day. But what a great game, what a great spectacle. Both teams certainly well deserving of their finals position here. And they certainly put a lot of effort into this game. And for me, the 2 wingers on either side, Day and young Gemmell, played awesome. And we'll cross over now to Maya Williams with the captain.
Kia ora, Gav. First of all, congratulations to you and the team on the victory, the champions for 2024. Talk us through the second half. 10 minutes to go in the second half, down 6-3 and then 4 in a row.
Yeah, but you know, we're lucky to have some experienced touchbacks in our box, and all they said was just stick to our processes, grind it out, and we'll keep chipping away at it.
And that's exactly what you did. I was critical in the first half there of a couple of decisions that put the team under pressure, but I think we've seen right there how connected this team was, that while you're off for those 4 sets, not only did they only score 1 try, but you scored 2. That must have meant a lot for you.
Yeah, no, you know, it was a bit of a mistake just coming in and making a touch, and I felt gutted, but I knew the boys would dig deep to him. And it was really awesome that they put that effort in and got the stop and got a couple of tries in as well.
Hey, it was great to see the second half that you had as an individual. But TK Moike again, and seeing Jason Dick there in the middle, just all your boys playing the role. Kane Day out on the wing, what a performance from him. You must be just proud of everyone.
Yeah, no, it's really awesome. You know, we've got a lot of firepower across the whole team. So last year we come in and we didn't have as many, but the boys got a little bit fitter. We didn't want to experience that loss that we had last year. And so we put in the work and connected really well as a team.
Look, mate, I can see how emotional you are. Get back with the team. Congratulations to you and the team. Great effort, great game.
Thank you, Mauri.
Cheers, bud. And there we have it, the second to last of our live stream finals. Waikato taking that one out, 7-6 against Canterbury. 1 left, don't go anywhere.
Homegrown Heroes is back, and this year I've got a new recruit.
Kia ora touch whānau, it's time to nominate the unsung volunteers who put the mahi in for the sport we love.
Enter them now for the chance to win $5,000 for their touch community.